How Felix the cat broke out of Petco. Once there was a cat named Felix who lived at Petco in Hollywood, California. He had been there for years and was sick of it, so he tried asking Steve, the cat in the cage next to him, if he wanted to help him break out. "Hey, Steve!"
Ugh!
groaned Steve.
I was in the middle of my afternoon nap, Felix. What do you want?
"I was just wondering if you wanted to help me break out of here and live free outdoors,"
No way. We got it made here. What are you talking about, Felix?
announced Steve, which was really loud. So an employee came over to see if all the cats were okay. Once he left, Felix hissed, "Are you crazy, Steve? If we don't break out, we'll be stuck here forever. But fine, if you don't want to help me, I'll just break free on my own and leave you here, and then you will be sorry,"
Sure I will,
said Steve.
"And then I'll become Ryan Seacrest and host American Idol."
"Oh, you're so funny, Steve. Your sense of humor is not appreciated." But he was already asleep. So Felix started planning. He thought, and then finally he decided. "First, I need to come up with a time. When is the best time? I know, at noon, when only that stupid manager's here watching old kung fu movies." Steve didn't mind that Felix would talk to himself, because he did it all the time. And he already thought that Felix was pretty cuckoo for doing that. "Then I'll need some awesome fighting moves to take down the manager. But when? I know. When all the humans leave, I'll sneak into the manager's office and watch all his kung fu movies. With all the power I get from those movies, I'll be able to take him down tomorrow."
Okay, Felix, you have officially gone mental in the head.
"Nobody cares about what you think, Steve.
Your psychiatrist will.
I don't have a psychiatrist. I'm a cat."
Now we know where your problem begins. You need a psychiatrist.
You need to mind your own business, Steve. No one cares about your opinion.
Finally, the employees and the manager left. When the coast was clear, Felix snuck into the manager's office and watched all the kung fu movies he could find. When he was done, he waited for tomorrow to come. Once the employees arrived, Felix was wide awake and he couldn't bear to wait till noon, but he had to because they were stronger in numbers and the less he had to fight, the better. Finally, noon came and the employees were leaving for Olive Garden.
"Finally, it is time," purred Felix.
You will never be able to pull off taking down the manager.
"I don't care what you think, Steve."
Then Felix picked the lock on his cage and headed for the manager.
"Ha, you stupid man, I shall take you down." Then Felix drop-kicked the manager, gave him a couple of woo-foo punches, and he was out cold. "Victory is mine!" He grabbed the key for the door from the manager's pocket, but as he was heading for the door, Steve said,
You know you could have broken out yesterday because there is a copy of all the keys in the manager's office.
"I hate you, Steve, and now I shall leave you here with the dogs. I told you there would be consequences for doubting me and not helping me." Then Felix unlocked the doors and was finally free.
Or so he thought.
2 days later, he was caught by the Humane Society and was put in a cage with a code lock. I hate being a cat. The end!